Hello, my name is Aprille Walker and welcome to the Yoga Ranger Studio. Our practice today is focusing on all those times when you travel and when you arrive from your travels, whether you're coming home or going on your vacation, when you step out of the car or stumble off the plane, you find yourself really kind of stiff and crunchy and joints are stuck and you may have upper back tension from leaning forward in those airplane seats that fit absolutely no one, or the car seat in which you basically molded your body to the car seat and you are part of the car seat. So I recently took a vacation with my family and we were in the car for 6 hours straight, and as I got out of the car I was sure I was going to literally fall on the floor and on the ground, and it took me a couple of hours to sort of work things out. So I worked on this practice to help all of you on your travels at your destination or when you get back. So you don't need any props. If you want to put a blanket on the floor, you can, but you don't have to. We're going to start with some just basic neck stretches. So I find when I travel, my neck is probably the thing that suffers the most, simply because of the position of the car seat and the plane seat and just not being comfortable. So just starting in whatever seated position you like best. This is the one I like best. So if you want to tuck your feet behind you, you can tuck a block underneath if you have one. If not, that's okay too. And just start to notice your breath. You've arrived at your destination, wherever that may be, either the beginning or the end of your vacation, your travels. Close your eyes. And after being in a moving vehicle or a plane, it is nice to sort of help yourself ground. Feel less kind of moving motion and feel yourself arriving. So taking your palms into your lap, right palm on top of left, hands pointing up, thumbs together. Take those nice deep breaths. You're here. You've landed. You're on the ground. Start your 3-part breath. Belly, chest, collarbones. Exhale, collarbones, chest, belly. This practice is a great practice to do the moment you arrive or when you first get settled into your location, because you want to be relaxed and tension-free and pain-free to enjoy your vacation to the maximum. So gently opening your eyes, you're going to drop your right ear over to your right shoulder, take that left hand down to the ground, and use that right hand just on the temple to just gently weight that left temple down a little bit more. Come back to center, drop that hand down, over to the opposite side. Same thing here. Hand to the temple, opposite arm down to the floor. For a lot of people, traveling can be very stressful. Even if you know you're going somewhere really wonderful, the travel itself can be really tension causing. Look, here's Lucy. She's helping us. Come back to center. You're going to take your hands and weave your fingers. Take the thumbs to the base of your skull. And let the elbows just fall forward. Sensing the stretch all the way down the back of the neck, the shoulders, the mid-back. And then releasing your hands, coming back to center. We're going to take a twisted child's pose. So a great pose for really twisting out the upper back and kind of opening the legs too. So sit back, bring your big toes together, knees as wide as you need them to be. You're going to walk your hands over to the left. Tuck that left hand underneath. It's Wednesday. I can't get anything right there. You're going to take your right palm on top of that left and just not really push it down, but just hold it down with sort of the weight of your hand. If that's too much, you can always just rest that hand alongside, but I feel like this adds just a little bit more twist. A little bit more stretch for the back of the shoulder. Remember that 3-part breath. Allowing that breath to ground you, center you, prepare you for a wonderful trip. Begin to lengthen that exhale a little bit longer than your inhale. Last breath here. Take that right palm down next to your face. Press all the way up. Stretch your hands out in front. Rest your forehead on the floor or as close as you can get. And then you're going to switch sides. Walk your hands over to the left. Really, this time it is the left. Right hand goes underneath. Here again, you can just rest that left hand where it is, or you can place it palm to palm. Give yourself a little bit more twist. This is going to be great for opening the hips, the hip flexors, the lower back, the upper back and shoulder area. Also helping with the neck. Coming back to that breath, letting that exhale extend. Just one more minute here. Found that in my travels, the areas that got stuck the most would be my upper back and shoulders and neck. And then my hips, just from sitting for so many hours or being stuck in that position for a long time. Go ahead and take that left palm down to the floor, press yourself up. Come back into that sort of extended child's pose. From here, go ahead and come up. We're going to take Swan Pose. So bring that right knee over to that right wrist. Walk that left leg back. We're going to stay upright to get a little bit of a back bend here. So kind of find that ground for you. For you, it may be easier to take the foot more parallel or the shin more parallel to the front of the mat. For me, this is where I'm very comfortable. So the heel kind of underneath the hips, fingers on the inside of that right knee. Just one more deep breath. See if you can go a little bit deeper into that back bend, opening the heart. And then go ahead and lay yourself out. Walk your hands out to wherever you want. That could be on hands, it could be on forearms, it could be all the way down to the floor if that feels okay for you. Focusing on your breath here, the sensations. Maybe focusing on the excitement of having a break away. Even if you're somewhere else for business, it's nice to see other places. I love to travel, as in I love the idea of arriving somewhere. I don't enjoy the process of traveling, so I get very stiff. Just one more minute in this position. So we're going to try to make sure we move the spine in all directions, all 4 directions as much as possible. So you can really mobilize and loosen everything up. Nice, deep, full breaths. Might even feel good here for these last 2 breaths to inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Come up just a little ways. You're going to walk your hands way over to the left. And either come down onto the forearms again. We're just going to be here for about a minute. We're going to lengthen that side body, so the lateral side of the body, stretching that right side out, and feel your breath going into the right side body. Last 2 deep breaths here. Fill that right lung up really full and empty it all the way out. Press through the palms, press all the way back up. Little back bend at the top. And then go ahead and just step back into downward facing dog for a couple of breaths here. A very loose downward facing dog. We're not worried much about alignment or form here. Just stretching the legs out. Downward facing dog is one of those great poses for lengthening everything out. Your calves, your hamstrings, your lower back, your arms and chest. And then go ahead and come back down onto your hands and knees. Left side this time. Left knee over to the left wrist. Walk that right leg back. Find the alignment that works for you, is most appropriate for your body. Hands to the inside of the leg. Nice back bend here just for a minute. It's always nice to feel on the second side. You can feel the work that you did on the first side prepares the second side of your body to really open up. Because I am right-handed, I often start all of my poses on the right side because that side tends to be a little bit more open for me. And then once I get done with the right side, the left side is more willing to let go. These last couple of breaths, maybe taking a little bit more depth to this back bend. And then slowly walking your hands out, coming into our sleeping swan. Remembering that both sides are very different in this pose, so you may find that you can go deeper, or maybe you need to come up a little bit higher. Noticing where you feel this and your breath, and noting if you have any tension. So I tend to hold some tension in my right hip when I'm working with my left hip. So I have to mentally kind of go over there and tell it to relax. Just one more minute here. Last 2 deep breaths. You're going to inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Start to press up a little ways. You're going to walk your hand way over to the right, both arms. You can stay up here, or you can go ahead and come back down onto the forearms. Breathing into that left side body as much as you can. So kind of rainbow shaping the left side body. Helping with our lateral movement of the spine. Gently starting to press back up, come back to center, walk those hands in, little back bend here. Should feel a little bit easier, more space there. Hands underneath, step back to your downward facing dog. And you're just gonna walk your feet a little bit further forward. We're gonna take dangling pose for just a couple of breaths. Feet hip distance apart, hands on the floor. Bend your knees, relax here. Shake your head out, yes and no. Wiggle your toes a little bit. And then go ahead and walk those feet back out. Come back onto hands and knees, and just 3 cat-cows here. Inhale, cow tilt. Exhale, cat arch. And then coming all the way down onto your back. Just come onto your back for twisted roots here. Always want to end things with a good twist. So you're going to shift your hips over to the right. Take that right leg over the left. Walk the foot over and drop those knees over to the left. If it feels good for you, you can turn and look over your right shoulder. Feel this sort of stretching out the hips, the side body, the waist, all the way around, helping digestion get back on track after traveling, because stress can really slow digestion down. Also helping stretch the IT band, the outside of the hip space and lower back. Just one more minute here. Maybe you want to deepen this twist. Maybe you're fine where you're at. Gently turn your head back to center. On your next inhale, engage your core and come back to through the middle. Unwind. Take your hips straight down the center. Take a breath or two here in the middle. And then shifting the hips over to the left this time. Take that left leg over the right. Drop the knees over to the right side. Turn and look over your left shoulder, or look straight up if that feels better for you. Judge what works for you each time you practice. There are days that turning my head straight to look up feels so much better. There are days turning to look over the shoulder looks better or feels better. Enjoy this twist. Continuing to lengthen your exhale, allowing your breath to soften, release, unwind everything from your travels. Just one more minute here. Slowly turning your head back to center. Engage your core, come back through the middle. Unwind. Take a breath or two here in the center. And for our last pose, if you are anywhere near a chair or a wall or even a bed, this is a great one for helping you recover from travels. Roll to your right side. Find your chair, bed, or wall. You're going to take yourself with legs up the wall. So you kind of bring your hips over to where you want to be. Take your legs up on pillows or up the bed or up the chair, whatever it may be. Arms out to the side. This is wonderful for letting all that fluid that's gathered in your legs from your travels, plane, train, or automobile, to come back down out of your feet, back into the lymph nodes in the belly and groin, helping keep your immune system healthy and helping keep you from getting way too much edema or fluid in your legs and feet from just being statically still and in that sitting position. So you can stay in this pose as long as you have time to for your Shavasana. I highly recommend this pose for whenever you travel. So it's a great pose to help you feel better. It helps also stabilize your back and open your shoulders. If you have more time, feel free to stay here. If you are limited to your time or you are ready to go on your vacation, your trip, and you have things you need to do, you can bend your legs, bring the feet flat to the wall, gently roll over to your right side, and very slowly make your way back up to your seat of choice. On your next exhale, drop your fingertips down to the floor. Inhale, sweep the hands all the way up overhead. Open your eyes, look up at your palms. Exhale, hands to heart. Peace and namaste. Have a wonderful trip. Be safe, feel better. Definitely take a little bit of time as soon as you arrive at your destination, whether it be on a trip or at home, to stretch yourself out, and that will really open the space up, allow you to breathe, and you will feel much better. You will not feel that kind of crunchy, I tumbled out of the car and stumbled off the plane feeling. So it'll also help you kind of ground. Moving in space does make your brain a little bit fuzzy. So if you arrive at a place and you feel just a little disoriented, it's because you've been moving quicker than your body can accommodate. So taking a grounding practice like Yin and really settling in, stretching everything, and just taking those grounding breaths can be super helpful in helping you enjoy your trip so much more. So have a great week. Please, if you are not a subscriber, please click the subscribe button down below. Like and comment as well. Let me know how you like this practice and what else you would like to see. And if you are interested in deepening your experience with me, I now have a member site. The link is down below and up above. Check that out. We have members only videos every single week as well. And you also get access to all the YouTube videos, ad-free and pure practice. They're all remastered for you there as well. And a live calls each month and community forum and lots of other extras on there as well. So I look forward to practicing with you here on YouTube or on the member site. Have a great week.